It's like this hidden button up in the side there. Okay. So now I should be. Okay, cool. All right, so I am live both on YouTube and Instagram, and we are just going to go through as I update my website copy. I'm going to mute myself on YouTube. All right, and I'll likely put on some music. Let's go here. And I also need to pull up my website. I need to put it up here. Okay, so this is my website right now. Let's move that up there. Move that up there. And then oh, there's my affirmation. I did a live recently where we went over like setting your intentions and all that, or not a live, a YouTube video not so long ago about that. So there's my affirmation, as you can see right there. I have an abundance of currency to support myself, my family, and help my community. So that is what I aim to do. I just need to share my screen for. Cool. Maybe that one, this one. That one's probably better. Okay. We'll go with that layout for YouTube. And I'm going to move this little thing here. All right. So that's what my screen looks like, or my homepage looks like right now. And I am just pulling out all the notes that I had for my stuff. I think it's all right here. Yeah, one of the things was definitely like using less exclamation points, which I totally get. I was using those a lot, and if you know, you know the struggle in using too many exclamation points. All right, so okay, so I need to like get a few things in order. So before I get started on writing, I just need to make sure like I understand like my WIFM statements, like what's in it for my audience, what's in it for my clients when they work with me, that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and create a new folder. Oh, homepage. Or actually, okay, so this is what it is right now. Okay, so let's go. Heading. Right, so that's this is what my old one says, or what it currently says now. So right now, my website says, the world needs more eco-inclusive brands. Social and environmental impact go hand in hand these days. Any business can easily change its strategy or design to put people on the planet first. Best of all, it's more likely to resonate with your dream clients. So that's what it says right now. But, I say this all the time. It's like you're talking to someone else, like making sure that it sounds like you're speaking to others, uh, like you're speaking to your dream client. It's like when you're creating stuff, like you have your customer personas and stuff like that up, and you do that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull mine up. That's gonna be in here. Oh, I know. It's not in there anymore. Okay. So right now I kind of have like two main groups that I work with. Let me just pull up my stuff just to be like 100% sure that I'm saying the right stuff about who exactly I am working with, but I pretty much know it by the back of my hand. So there's pretty much two groups that I want to work with. It's business owners that are just starting out, that need a little more help, that are in that phase of growing to their dream income, to being at that level where they can live comfortably off their business solely. So business owners that maybe are just starting out, that aren't quite sure, um, they don't have like a set plan for the future and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's group one. Um, and then group two is going to be business owners that are a little more into their business, are excuse me, had a yawn. That are ready to really step up their business. Really, they're already making a decent amount of income. They're able to start really investing in their business, and they just want to really take their business to the next level, right? So the low cost resources in my YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff, they're for business owners that just need a little help to get to that point where they are making more consistent income, right? But then my one-on-one services are more for those business owners that are ready to start investing in their business and all that. Okay, and then that's like, the ones that are ready to really take their business to that next level. I think that's where I need to make my website a little more appealing to them. So I need to keep them in mind here. So, for example, one of my avatars is a. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I keep yawning. Okay, so one of my avatars is a social justice consultant, and she owns a consulting firm, and her business helps implement inclusive company policies and trainings. So she does like more corporate work and stuff like that. So that's where I think my text needs to be more aligned with that. And not necessarily corporate, like more B2B work. because I think as uh, if you are taking a look at like the business trends and the styles of businesses and all that kind of stuff, like their visual identity as well as um their overall like their voice and stuff like that, businesses are becoming more mm, a little more like relaxed. They're not as corporate, as like, quote unquote stuffy as they were before, as they have been in the past. So when I'm creating my copy, yeah, I want to sound professional. Yes, I want to make sure that it sounds like, you know, I know what I'm doing, because uh, I do. And I want to use more you statements, like I can help you, I can do this for you, here are goals I can help you achieve, here are results I've helped past clients achieve, and all that kind of stuff, right? So um that's why like my website's a little more like on the bright and colorful side. That's why I switched it up a bit and made it more like bright and colorful and all that kind of thing, to appeal more to the business owners that are like, okay, yeah, they like these certain looks and all that kind of thing, but they, wow, so you can have this look and still be, quote unquote professional. So that's kind of where I am right now, and that's what I'm wanting to do with my brand, with the Guilt Free Agency. So I need to do that. I feel like I'm just rambling now. So let's just go ahead and get into the work. All right. So I want to create a better you statement here. Hmm. Okay, so um, let's just do a bit of brainstorming. Brain. And move this up here. I like that it's doing that. There we go. Okay, so brainstorming. So just going back to, again, I'm scrolling up on my brand guide here. So again, looking at my brand guide, this whole time I have my brand guide open because it's really going to help you with everything, right? So why I started this, excuse me, why I started the Guilt Free Agency, to help entrepreneurs on similar journeys. To be more eco or environmental and socially conscious. Whatever stage. Right, so that's just a very general one, right? But I need to make it sound like more fun. um so the newest phrase that I'm using is like revolutionary, rebel, change making, empowering, impactful, like those kinds of words, right? And then like the way that I do it is through personalized strategies and designs. Words to keep in mind. And empowering. Excuse me. The house has been sick. Everyone in the house has been sick, so I'm a little stuffy right now. Excuse me. Wow, okay. Okay, and judgment free. Oh, free. Okay. And then, so like personalized is really important to pull in here. So let me like bold that there, because personalized is like really important. Even the templates that I make, like the ones that I make on, let me just pull it up here. So like here, this sweet and salty brand template, I created a whole video. Like, yeah, sure, you're using a brand template, but I still made it so that it's easy for you to personalize it. Oh my god. Jesus, I'm so sorry. Let me sit up a little. Let me put on some music. I need music in my ears right now because I'm like, bleh, so sleepy. Okay, let me turn this down a little. I was recording my YouTube video and I realized that if I have my music too loud on my headphones, like the noise comes through when I'm recording. So if you saw my recent video, then you'll probably see that I uh like there's like random chunks missing and stuff like that. And that's why, because I had to just kind of chunk it out. I'm like, well, I don't want YouTube to hit me with like a copyright thing or whatever because the noise is in the background, right? So yeah. Anyways. Okay. And then of course a slow song comes on. Okay. There. All right. So back to this. So even like these kinds of things, it's all super personalized. The two video YouTube tutorials, one is just like how to add your brand guide to Canva, which I do have available for free on my YouTube channel, so you can watch that. The other one goes and breaks down this professional brand guide here, and it goes through like how to do your brand story, how to do your mission, vision, your mission, vision, and your values. It goes over like the customer personas, and I provide tips on that. I, go over the accessible color guidelines that I, because part of it here is that I created, 3 accessible color palettes for you. So yeah, you're using this template, but you don't have to use the same exact colors that everyone else uses. You have 3 ready to use accessible color palettes, and then you get the video breaking down how to make the most of your brand guide, how to do all that. And then I also have a couple emails, and I'm going to create more resources. This isn't just like a one and done kind of thing, but I have emails that go out after I create this to help you make sure that you have all the right sizes for the logos that you create. I go over how to create a unique logo. Yeah, you're using the same fonts as the other people that are using the sweet and salty template, but that doesn't mean you have to look like them. It's just like, the brand designers, a lot of us tend to use a lot of the same fonts, but that doesn't mean that the brands that we create are looking like all the other brands that all the other brand designers create, right? So, and there's a reason why they don't all look exactly alike. I mean, there are some, and that's just because, it is what it is sometimes, but they don't have to look like that, right? We've seen that where each one can still look very unique even though they're using like the same kinds of fonts and stuff. So that's what this is all about. Even the freaking templates that I provide are very highly personalized, or show you how to personalize for yourself, right? So that's something that I need to start bringing in more into my copy. And just think that's what makes me unique, right? That's what makes me different from all of the other Canva template designers out there. That's what makes me different from all the other brand designers out there. That's what makes me different from all the other brand strategists out there. I'm thinking about inclusivity, making it color accessible. I provide tips in my videos on how you can be more inclusive and things to avoid, that to ensure that you aren't being more harmful than you are being inclusive when you start going down that route. You know, these are all things that I do, and that's what makes me different. But I do that all in a way that, like, hey, everyone starts somewhere. Let's get you taking that first step. Or maybe you've already taken 100 steps and you just need to refine. Like, okay, this is all the stuff I learned taking those 100 steps to get to this place. And now I need to like learn how to now I just need to refine. I need to refine my look. I need to refine my brand strategy. I need to refine XYZ. And that's what I help with, right? So like if those are thoughts that are going through your head, you know, that stuff that gets you nice and passionate, right? So no more cookie cutter stuff. No more quick fixes, right? That's stuff that I wrote down in my session with Robin. So I'm just writing that down. Okay, so no more no cookie cutter XYZ, right? So kind of like that. Okay, so let's go into here, right? Okay, let's go here. Let's copy this. You. So let's put in more you statements, right? That's one of the things that I have to do because I have very little of those on my website. Which, as soon as Robin pointed it out, I was like, I can't believe I was doing that. But I'm glad that she did. And that just goes to show, because even if we know better, we still need those outside eyes for our own stuff, because we get kind of close to this, you know? We're too close to our own business. So we need those outside eyes to help us. So, yeah. Okay, so you can easily change, you can make easy changes to your design to create a revolutionary for community and our planet. Let's create an empowering brand that that. Let's create. What's another thing to say cookie cutter without saying cookie cutter? I feel like there's something more empowering. Synonyms. Let's see. So I'm on Merriam-Webster, and one of the ones that came up was musty. I'm like, I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. Are these for real? Are these really like? Okay, unimaginative, time worn. Canned. Maybe canned. Let's write that. But that's still not quite what I'm looking for. I do need to look up the definition of musty though. Having an unpleasant smell. Should I put that let go of your musty brand? Just kidding. That'd be so bad. Okay. What else? Moth eaten. Wow, that's kind of really out there. Some of these are, some of these, if you say them right, they could be funny. But they could also be like, wow, rude, right? And I don't want to do that. I think it depends on your delivery. And for my website, where people are not hearing my tone, I don't think I should be putting that. Let's go thesaurus. Just look up same. Antonyms for same. Okay. I don't like those because it came up with like different, dissimilar, unequal, inconsistent, which we don't want. It's not. Let's go. Okay. So then let's go look-alike. And then impersonator. Let's go antonyms. Oh, hold on. Why just in it? Here we go. An original brand. I don't know. There's got to be something more fun than that. Cutting edge is also feels more used in like the tech stuff. Maybe I'll just use let's create your highly personalized. Personalized. Oh. Let's create a one of that. Your dream clients can't get enough of. I like that. I think that sounds a lot better. Okay, so instead of this sentence right here, and so it's or these 3 sentences, I think it is. Okay, so the old one, social and environmental impact go hand in hand these days. Any business can easily change its strategy or design to put people on the planet first. Best of all, it's more likely to resonate with your dream clients. That's okay. I'm not going to put myself down. I did a good job with that one, right? But it could be better. So, the better one here. You can make easy changes to your strategy and design to create a revolutionary brand for your community and our planet. Let's create a personalized rebel brand that your dream clients can't get enough of. I really like that last line. It's shorter, easier to read, uses more you statements. I think I like this one a lot better. Okay. And I just need a headline, this thing here. Okay, so I'm just looking through my notes here to see. All right. So one thing that we kind of said in here was whether you're churning socially conscious ice cream or starting a nonprofit, something like that, I can help you with a revolutionary new you. With a new revolutionary you. Something like that, right? So okay, so I want this to be more like, hey, you're in the right place kind of thing, right? Okay, so one thing that I had here was strategic. I can spell today. Jeez. Okay, so brand and site design for another one. Brand strategy and design for I know these are kind of backwards. I did the paragraph first and then the heading, but that's just kind of what works for me. And you'll find what works for you when you start creating yours. So, all right. And then okay. This one's going to be a little harder, right? Because I want it to be short. I want it to stay short like this. I want it to be super like a quick, funny, or not a funny, like just a real quick one-liner. Boom. It gets you. Right? The world needs more eco-inclusive brands. Like, that's good. If I did like for revolutionary entrepreneurs, and rebel business owners. Strategies and designs. That's kind of long. I might just take that out. So let's do. That's a lot shorter. Strategies and designs for rebel business owners. Brand building, maybe. Brand building for rebel business owners. See, even this is shorter than that one, right? So I just want to make it like nice and short and sweet. And boom, get your attention. Like, hey, you're in the right place. Brand building for rebel business owners. Right? I think I like that one better. I wonder if I did rebellious, if that would make it longer. Make sure I spell it right. A little bit longer, but not much longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. Maybe I'll put this like on a poll in my stories between the two. I'll do that. I'm just gonna put stories poll. If I put every single social media platform, I'm gonna be like, well, sitting here for 10 minutes. Stories poll. Okay. Let's do one. All right. Okay, so that's the hero section. Let's do this. I like to stay a little organized here. Yeah, because then it stays nice and organized here. Look, all hero section, yada yada, right? Because that's a title, that's a heading. Yeah, that's better. Old. Second section. Oh, and if you watched my other video where I broke down like a bit on what each website, like what you should have for like a service-based business, you remember like social proof. So I went ahead and just added designs that I've done as social proof here. So here's the look of some of the stuff I've done. I'm not 100% sure I'm like in love with this though. I might move that up one of these days. But yeah, such is the life of a business owner, right? You're always making tweaks. Rain. Spring. All right. Making the switch doesn't have to be scary. We work together on a solution that works for you and your business while making an impact. Let go of the guilt around making those decisions that don't meet the expectations of virtual signaling spaces. It's all about doing what you can to make a difference while continuing to follow your dreams. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and end the Instagram live. So YouTube, if you're watching me on YouTube, just give me a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the Instagram live. Okie dokie. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna do a quick story. Hmm. That should be fine. And then I just need to get the link to my YouTube Live. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Actually, you know, let's make this real quick. I think it's this layout. Yeah. Real quick. If you don't have a folder like this on your camera roll, you really should. Just having like some of your important brand stuff, so you can easily create like custom stories. So just an example of what I have there, and then let me show you how I do something real quick. So let me show you the end result here in a second. I'm so getting distracted right now, but that's okay. Join me on. YouTube Live. Okay, and almost done here. And then just adding the link. And that's it right there. Do you see that? So I added those flowers in. I did that with the color palette. I just brought it in as an image, and then there's the link. Cool. Cool. And let me just make one for TikTok real quick. Hang on. Okay. And join me on YouTube Live. Cool. Probably should have done that before I started this session, but that's fine. Okay. So back to this. Probably gonna do another. I don't know if I actually said this out loud yet or not, but I was thinking it. I'm probably only gonna be on here for another 30 minutes or so, so we'll see. Hopefully someone else joins us. If not, that's okay too. Excuse me. There's really no hiding a burp on a live, so that just was what it was. Okay. Second section. Does making the switch doesn't have to be scary. So here I kind of want to like ease people a little bit more in, like into what it is that I do, right? On a like more like on a macro level, right? Which is the not maybe here I should talk more about like my personalized tools. Let me write this down. So here I should talk more about like personalized solution per personalized solutions, guilt free, judgment free. I'm sorry, this song, I'm so tired. It's making me more tired. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this. I'm not sure I like this phrase, virtue signaling that don't meet the expectation of virtue signaling spaces. Yeah, okay. I don't want my space to be that, right? I don't want this to be a judgmental space. And that's something I did come across, you know. And I know I've seen, I scour the internet, I scour social media a lot, and I see this come up a lot in places where, you know, there's vegans or there's people that are like zero waste, that are just like, I guess like the opposite extreme of what mainstream media is, right? But then there's people that aren't quite ready to be at that level yet, or maybe they never will be, then that's all right, you know? But they feel judged. And a lot of times, like, there's a local vegan group that I was a part of because when I do go out, I eat vegan just because not everyone is has the same expectation of what being a vegetarian is. So when I go out, I do eat vegan, but I because I want to avoid like gelatin and eggs and stuff like that. But when I was in that vegan group, it was just like, oh my god, like, oh, you're doing it wrong, this, that, and I'm just like, no, because I'm there, you know, I was learning, I was doing more, I was oh shoot, sorry, trying to do all that, and it just wasn't right to me, making others feel that way, and so I don't want my space to be that. I don't want the space around the guilt free agency to be that. I want it to be different. But I also don't want to keep I don't want to say it in a negative way. I want to say it in a positive way. Excuse me again. So, what's a positive way that I can say that? Judgment free, guilt free. That just keeps coming up in my mind. But let's see. Synonyms, right? Judgment. Okay, well, let's go judgment. Criticism. Right? Is that the criticism is the negative one, right? I don't know. So much of what I learned in school was just not right too. um and then let's go antonyms for criticism. Praise. I like that word. Praise, appreciation. Acclamation. No. There's words in here I don't know how to say. Compliment. I kind of like praise. Maybe like a space where we praise small changes as much as the big ones. I'm gonna put question mark because I'm not sure. I feel like there's another way we can say that as well. Right? So that's going to replace this one here. Okay. Sorry, I'm like spacing out there. Well, I'm not spacing out. I'm just in deep thought. But okay, I need to vocalize more. All right. So work together on a solution that works for you. We work together on a solution that works for you and your business while making an impact. I don't know. Goodbye, cookie cutter solutions. Hmm. Sorry, someone just came to my door and I was like, what? It's just the Amazon person, I think. But they didn't leave anything. They ran up to the door, rang it, and ran away. Okay. Maybe it was the wrong house and they realized that. Okay, so outside the box. Synonyms for that in a new way. Differently. Those are kind of and individually, separately, unusually, unorthodoxly. Maybe I should have the emoji, the peace sign emoji. Peace out to Cookie Cutter Solutions. Very so clearly, I need to more clearly state who I work with too. I don't really do a lot of like super deep work. I ask questions and I pose that kind of thing, you know? I think deep work is more for like therapists. But I do a lot of like deep brand work when it comes to like business. But I just don't want people to confuse the fact that, yeah, we do a lot of like, that's why I use more like the phrase the foundations of a brand and stuff like that. Like my course, the Revolutionary Brand Foundations, setting the foundations of your brand, that kind of thing. But I don't want people to think that we're gonna get on these calls and it's gonna be like a life coaching session or a mind work session kind of thing. I really think that's more a job for like a therapist or someone that has a lot more experience in that than I do. I've had my own journeys, yes, but I don't feel comfortable doing big old huge talks like that. So conscious steps, I wrote that down here somewhere. Cookie cutter fixes. Let's kind of move on though. I'm taking a lot of time on this and yeah. Not quite sure I want to dwell on this quite this much right now. I do still like that sentence though. The churning socially conscious ice cream. I feel like there's something else, like maybe whether you're churning socially conscious ice cream or dismantling the system in the courtroom. Maybe. Yeah. Because that could go either way. You could be an immigration attorney or, yeah, attorney or whatever kind of attorney that resonates with that statement. So it shows mom and pop shop, but also Professional. Professional. I think mom and pop shops can be very professional too. But it all just depends on what they want, right? But anyway, so I'm getting sidetracked there with my statements. But so yeah, mom and pop shops versus, the traditional professional that's being rebellious here. The Let's look for another word for strategy. I think I need to come up with different, because I use strategy a lot. But for new business owners or even business owners that maybe even haven't gone into this a lot, like it can be, well, what does that even mean? Something that Robin pointed out. Hold on, I need to put my charger in. Okay. Foundations. I think just foundations again. Game plan. Create game plan. And new look for your change making. Let's think another word for plan. Business. Another word for business. Not all the time. Okay. Calling. No. I don't like that. Craft. I like that. Okay. All right. Whether you're turning socially conscious ice cream or dismantling the system in the courtroom, the Guilt Free Agency is here to help you create a game plan and a new look for your change or a new look. Or a new look for your change making craft. I like that actually. Okay. 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 Hey, I've got to point this out. I haven't used a single exclamation mark in my new stuff, which I'm pretty proud of myself for. Nice. Okay. Went from like 1 to, oh, only 2. Oh, well, there's more down in here for sure. Okay. Let's come up with a good heading. Oh, this one's not very specific too either. This is just a mumbo jumbo of ideas here. maybe this part. Or you ask? So small as which has the okay. Your I definitely used the wrong form of your there. I'll celebrate you are small wins. No. Oh yeah, and then I forgot to link the R there. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could go with goodbye. The cutter. Should I put that in there? Am I gonna be a little spicy in my statement here? Elemental. What's a synonym for that? Primitive? No. No, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. I want to be careful with the way that I say things because it's all in the delivery, right? This isn't text. I don't want to be too, maybe band-aid solutions. No, basic cookie cutter. Let's go cookie cutter. Is there a hyphenation that needs to be there? Let's find out. Let's Google it. Cookie cutter. No. All right, so goodbye, cookie cutter solutions. All right, goodbye, cookie cutter solutions. Whether you're turning socially conscious ice cream or dismantling the system in the courtroom, the Guilt Free Agency is here to help you create a game plan or new look for your change-making craft. The best part, you ask? I'll celebrate your small wins as much as the big ones. Like that. So I like how I have the two here for the DIYer and the personalized approach, right? But here's the thing. I've been really thinking, and I don't think I'm gonna offer the empowerment days like for design anymore. I already cut out the website because I'm like, you know what? It's a lot of stress for me to try and get a website done in like all day, and there's a lot to go into that. So I already cut that out. And if someone's just looking for like an elevated look, that kind of thing, then that's what those brand templates are for. So I really don't think I'm going to be doing in 2023. No more. I'm going to write that down. Do I have any more random? I like to reuse paper because I have like random notes and stuff like that, right? That I have my notebook that I use for the big stuff, that I save all my like major notes. I do like brand design, logo doodles and stuff like that in there, and my like more important no, I wouldn't say more important, but the notes that I need to like last longer kind of thing. But Anyways, I use like random little scrap papers. I also use old envelopes because we get a lot of those now. Those spam mail things, which even though we signed up to get taken off all that stuff, we still get them. Anyways, okay. So 2023. No more design empowerment days. Empowerment days are only for strategy coming in 2023. Okay. Big decisions made today. Okay. Back to this. So, section 3. Burdened section. I've sectioned twice. I do. I wonder if it'll bring over the table. It does not. Let's do this. And both of them are semi. For the DIYer is still semi personalized, right? If you've been here from the beginning, then you might remember my rant that I went on. um, I still like that. It makes it more. I still like that for the DIYer section. I'm gonna stick with that. Maybe this one, like, just straight up, just name it one-on-one. Oh. Keep for the DIYer. Change. Maybe are you? Maybe I can use some kind of like plant analogy here. For example, so in order to get like your plants to flower, they need to kind of go in this like they need to be in this like fight or flight response, right? They need to be kind of stressed in order for them to bloom, to flower, to fruit. Because that's them like, oh, okay, conditions are getting rough. I need to put out seeds. I need to grow. I need to do whatever, right? So Maybe I can come up with something like that there. Are you ready to get uncomfortable? See, but I don't have a ton of blooming analogies here. I don't use a ton of flowering stuff. Plants, earth related uh, sayings. That's not what I say though, right? I'm more, again, going back to this up here. Revolutionary, rebel, change making, empowering. That's more what I use. Mm. Comfort. I don't use that, so I'm just going to write it down though. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to write it down to help me come up with other things. From comfort comes revolutionary ideas. Maybe here, like under right here, how do you accomplish? Maybe this should be the new heading instead. And then under that, I'll say who it's for. The services are for. Like in more detail. I know up here I already said, like, gave an idea of who I'm willing to work with, which is like the duality. It shows the duality of the two businesses that I'm wanting to work with, right? So, turning socially conscious ice cream, dismantling the system in the courtroom, right? That kind of shows, like, okay, yeah. But I think here I need to be more clear. Because one thing that I mentioned to Robin was how I some of the people that have come to me still have a lot of underlying biases, however you say that word. And that comes out when we're trying to work with together. Um, there's been a couple people that have kind of said some really offhanded things at me. And that's what I want to avoid. Because that's wasting not just my time, but their time. Like, they're not gonna do this work, so why they're coming to me to try and just lie and manipulate about what they're actually wanting to accomplish, right? They just want to avoid getting, quote unquote canceled, whatever. Um but they have no intention of actually being more eco-friendly or conscious or anything like that. Um and that just became relevant, I mean, more apparent in those comments that they mentioned, that they said to me. So I want to avoid people like that, and I want to attract more people that are like, you know what, I do want to do this, but I don't know where to start. Or, you know what, yeah, I want to work with that person because I'm already doing that work. Now I want this, right? But I also don't like, let's go to my portfolio, right? They show colorful brands, and here I have colorful work that I've done too, right? Colorful, bright, vibrant. There's a couple dark ones here, 3 dark ones, whatever. But most of it's like colorful. It's more vibrant. And it shows hints of what is important to whoever I'm doing this for, right? So like Casa Sochi is a Latina owned business, right? She's first generation American. She spent most of her time in Mexico growing, or not most of her time, but a lot of her time in Mexico growing up. You know, visiting Mexico City and stuff like that. So she wanted to bring a lot of that Mexican elements and all that kind of thing. Both of her parents are from Mexico. Hmm. And then Rise, same thing. He's Latin American, the founder, Latin American. He wanted to bring in a lot of those like Latin elements. Their 60th Street was predominantly, you know, a um, black business or black owned business coalition, and they wanted to bring in more of that element in here. So I brought that in more in like the colors and just the two variety of the logos and stuff, depending on who's going to be sharing the stuff, right? And then the Wisbies, they're predominantly women from all sorts of different backgrounds. So it hints at their femininity, right? It's more of a corporate style logo. Same thing with Rise. But it hints more towards what they do. So that's what I want to show, like say here, right? For people that are ready to get uncomfortable. I wanted to say I don't want to work with racists and misogynists without having to explicitly say that. um, but people that are willing to do the work, right? Like, like I just recently spoke about that on my Instagram. We all start somewhere. I started off, you know, it's an issue in the Latin community, you know, where there is a lot of racism and misogyny and stuff like that. But I came out of it because I was willing to get uncomfortable. I was willing to do the work. I was willing to reflect a lot. Sorry. Maybe a business owner's like at that point where, okay, they're done with this. They want a change. While bringing themselves into this, into their design, into their visual identity. And I mean, other strategy as well. So for people to blend and attracts yeah, I'll just write that in. Identity in the four. people ready to, or business owners, right? I should keep with that. Business owners ready to outside the box for entrepreneurs. I really think I should say that again to make it very clear. I know I say that like from discomfort comes the most revolutionary ideas, right? Blah blah blah. But I think I just need to say it very clearly also. Who my services are not for. Those want to are not ready for change. Those who don't want to put in the work. Yeah. I still like this. Learn how easy it is. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. YouTube CTA. What is it? Testimonials. Testimonials. Change heading only. Why is that happening? Oh no, that's right. About me, same. Last CTA change. And here my goal is to get more one-on-one clients. So that's what the CTA is here is going to be. Okay. All right, I am just a few more minutes, but then I got to wrap up because I got to move on to my next stuff. Excuse me. Yeah. I want to do some work on my marketing. Excuse me. Yeah, I want to do more promote more of my like designs and stuff like that, my pre-made templates and all that kind of thing for the coming year, and also promote more of my one-on-one services. And I think with like repurposing my content, like this live that I repurpose some of it, I can I need to change the song. It's making me tired again. Oh, it stopped my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay. Anyways, okay. I think this is a good place to stop. I don't think I'm gonna keep pushing it and all that kind of thing, but you get to see a bit of my process here when I go to change my copy and all that kind of stuff. Right? I want this to be a more fun heading. More fun, engaging heading. And I'm not going to update like any of the text. So you won't see these changes. Like if you're watching this on the replay or you're joining me now. Sorry, I just noticed that I got some comments here. Awareness, reasoning, knowledge. Okay. Okay, so get some sleep. Okay. Yeah. All right. More fun, engaging heading. No changes there. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. Yeah. Anyways, I won't make the changes right away. I will finish everything written down. I still have to check grammar. I still have to do all that. This is just like a brainstorming session, things that I kind of like. I'm going to let it sit for a moment and then come back to them and see how I feel about them and make final changes. Once I do that, then I'll check the grammar and all that. Sit with it a little bit longer because again, I don't want to make any hasty decisions or anything like that. Then I will come back and update the website. I do have to update like some code and stuff like that too, because on the mobile version, so go here, if you take a look at it on the mobile version, this little menu is hidden. Shame on me for doing that. But anyways, so yeah, I have to go in and do all that anyways. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you had fun, and I will see you later.